Hey y'all, so today I'm going to show you how we can start using and importing other classes other than our own. Remember, the whole point of Java is object-oriented programming. You create these classes that you can reuse and customize over and over and over, so you're not having to do the same thing. It'd be like me coming in as a teacher and every year creating the same thing from scratch every year. I don't want to do that. I'd like to take what I have and change it and modify it. And that's the important thing about Java is that you can import these classes, customize it without damaging the original class. There are some classes that are so important to Java that they're already pre-built in. The only thing you have to do is import them, such as the math class, things that any programmer is going to need. He's going to need certain math functions. Instead of going in and doing all those methods, there's a whole math class that you can import. We're going to look at that later. Today, I'm going to show you how to import a basic class called the scanner class. What the scanner class lets us do is program something where a user can input data. So you ask the user a question, the user can input on the keyboard, and it gives a response in return. All right, so this is a very basic program you can see here. It keeps in line with the other programs we've been writing when it comes to creating the area of a rectangle or the volume of a cube. This is Ohm's law. It has to do with electricity. It's a very simple program. But what we want to do is we want to import the scanner class because we want user input. So I put everything in one file. There's no two files. You can see here, here's my public static void main right here. That means everything right here is going to be what's outputting to the console. Okay. So before I even write my class, I'm going to import the Java class. This is how you import not Java class, the scanner class. You put import keyword and then java.util.scanner with a capital S. Okay. Once you do that, you're basically importing all the files from the scanner class that is already pre-built. So then I have a basic class called Ohm's Law Calculator. Um, the first thing you have to do inside your main, okay, is you have to create an object of the scanner class. So as we know, to create an object, scanner is the name of our class. So scanner goes here. We're going to put input. Always put input because this is the command that we're taking from the scanner class. We want um, our user to be able to input data. All right, and it's just like creating a new object. New scanner, new object of the scanner class, and then right here for our argument, you have to do system.in. All right, so we've imported our scanner. We've created an object for the scanner, and it's right here called input. Okay, so now let's go through it. Now I just have two print statements. Remember, print statements are not returnable; they're just a void. So it's just put into the console. It's going to say Ohm's Law Calculator. I did some little dashes to make it kind of look a little graphic-y. This program will calculate resistance, which is R. All right, so I have another print statement here asking the user to enter in the voltage in V, which is volts. Okay, how do I do that? Well, I want the user to enter in voltage. So I'm going to put it as a double for the variable type because I want them to be able to put in a whole number or a decimal. I'm calling it voltage, okay, just like how we're doing a new object, except over here we're going to do input. Where do we get input from? Right here. Okay, we created that object. So remember how we call a method on an object. Input is our object. Our method is next double. Okay, this allows our user to put in a double. I did the same thing down here for amps. Okay, and then right here, I don't want you guys to get confused. This is a simple assignment statement. This is not a method. It's a simple calculation that you can do without creating a method. And all I wanted it to do was create resistance, which is voltage divided by current. So I'm just declaring a statement, a double called resistance, which equals voltage divided by current. Okay. Enough talking. Let's run this and see what it does. There we go, finally. All right, let's go over this step by step. So here's our print statement. Okay, first two lines. Enter the voltage in volts. Now you can see here it stops and the cursor's blinking because right here, this is where it's at. double voltage equals input. It's right here. It's waiting for our input, which is going to be a double or an integer. This next means after you input, it goes down to the next line. So I'm going to put, I don't know, 5, enter, into the current in amps. So go down here. Once again, we have a double, but this time we're calling it current. Input next double, and let's put, I don't know, 10. Oh, oops, that's not right. Let's put in 10. Oh, all right, enter. And then the resistance is 0.5 ohms. It's getting that from here because we are printing out the resistance here in our print statement. The resistance is, and we concatenate that. Whenever you're finished with the scanner class, especially when you have a large program, you want to close it out so that you have no bugs as far as something pops up and it's reading wrong and it's asking the user to input something when it's not supposed to. So to close out the class, input.close, close out the class, and there's our basic program using the scanner class.